After the gut-punch ending of The Empire Strikes Back, we see our broken band of heroes standing aboard an impressive frigate looking out at a galaxy. That frigate is an EF-76 Nebulon-B escort frigate outfitted as a mobile hospital called Redemption. This transmission is going to look at Redemption, checking both canon and legend sources. Originally built by the renowned Kuat drive yards intended for Imperial convoy escort duty, these ships were incredibly adaptable and could serve virtually any purpose in a fleet. When the Rebellion got their hands on it, they strip away all the weapon systems and divert that power to stronger shields, more elaborate sensor suites, and state-of-the-art medical facilities. Much of the hangar space was retrofitted to be hospital space, surgical suites, and an extensive recovery ward capable of servicing 700 patients at once. The facility and care of the medical experts, whether they're organic or droids, have the Redemption running at a 98% survival rate. Very impressive for a retrofitted frigate in war times. After the Rebellion's devastating loss at Hoth in ABY-3, the Redemption proves its worth and pays honor to its name. The military takes a large number of casualties. The fleet also takes a beating. When what remains of the Alliance to Restore the Republic regroups, the staff of the Redemption rises to the occasion and saves many lives. As I mentioned at the top of the video, this was also the frigate that treated Luke Skywalker after he loses the duel with Darth Vader at Cloud City. The staff is able to fit him with a cybernetic hand that functions almost as well as his organic one. Luke's peaceful recovery before formulating the plan to go after Han Solo would not last long. Imperial forces find where the Rebel fleet was hiding out. Commander Alian Zara ambushes the fleet, specifically the 4th Division, as the entire Rebel fleet did not rendezvous in a single location to preserve itself. General Leia Organa takes command of the defense efforts. The 4th Division surrounds the Redemption as it's unarmed. Starfighters use it as a rendezvous point, defending it from the Star Destroyers that jumped into the system and the waves of TIE fighters that they unleash. Organa's strategy of a fighting retreat and the expert execution from the contingent of X-Wing and A-Wing fighters leads to 90% of the 4th Division surviving the attack. Encounters like this earned Redemption the almost holy reputation of the Rebellion's guardian angel. During the fateful Battle of Endor, Redemption stays at the rear of the fleet, but serves a crucial role all the same. Casualties are shuttled over from other ships as the battle rages on. After Vader's Super Star Destroyer is eliminated and the second Death Star soon after, Rebel officers recall seeing Redemption's lights on, docking bays busy, and the staff working furiously to save more lives. Though the ship stays out of the fight directly and is very successful in saving Rebel lives, it is not without its own casualties. One example talks of an oxygen tank that is knocked loose and explodes in one of the Redemption's wards. A male Rodian nurse called Abel Narino takes the hit and dies. The patient he was working on survives. If you're getting value or entertainment out of any of my transmissions, it would mean a lot if you would join the Remnant and subscribe. Leia Organa herself sends a message of thanks and condolences to Narino's family, emphasizing how the Rebellion honors any member of their ranks, where the Empire would have treated someone in a similar position as disposable, just a casualty of yet another battle. There are legends that give the Redemption an even richer history. The Redemption's history with the Rebel fleet starts much earlier than in the canon version. It's a crucial component, playing a similar role that it did at Endor in the Ison Corridor ambush and the Battle of Cothlis. One legend that I haven't thought about in 3 decades comes from the amazing, for the time at least, LucasArts game Star Wars X-Wing from 1993. As the player, you must defend Redemption from an Imperial attack on a mission to evacuate stranded Rebel personnel. The mission is especially memorable and heinous from an in-universe perspective, as you are guarding already wounded soldiers and a mobile hospital from Imperial forces. Pulling more stories from this era of the expanded universe brings us to Michael A. Stackpole's influential novel X-Wing Rogue Squadron, where he makes a meta move, having a simulation of the level from the X-Wing video game be an in-universe training simulation for Rebel pilots. There's a big divergence between Legends and canon in the final moments of the Battle of Endor. Canon has the frigate surviving, carrying on saving lives long after the turbo laser batteries have cooled. The fan-favorite novel Tales of the Bounty Hunters from 1996, specifically IG-88's story, Therefore I Am, describes how Redemption is destroyed. The last remaining IG-88 uploads his brain into the second Death Star's main computer. It has full control of the systems. Just before the Alliance brings the battle station down, IG-88 fires a single reactor shot of the Death Star's primary laser at Redemption, destroying it in an instant. Assuming that this is the same shot that we see in Return of the Jedi that takes out a Rebel capital ship, this legend becomes more of a alternate story or a what-if scenario. In the movie, the ship destroyed is clearly a different cruiser, and you can even see Redemption fully intact above Endor after this happens. I'm just going to interrupt for 1 second. Today's video is sponsored by me. Imperial Remnant now has a merch store, and it's not just designed specific to the channel. I'm working with a couple talented artists to bring you unique Star Wars themed designs. Check out the link in the description. Alright, back to the lore. While the medical frigate appears on screen in the original trilogy, it was not called Redemption until a West End Games sourcebook and the X-Wing game we already discussed christen it so. The name was also used in Decipher's Star Wars customizable card game, a game that I spent many teenage Saturdays on. Perhaps the most canon official entry for the name came in Star Wars Behind the Magic interactive CD-ROM that served as an encyclopedia. When Lucasfilm changed hands and the expanded universe was officially dubbed Legends, Redemption was adopted into canon. 2015's Heir to the Jedi is the first mention I'm aware of firmly in canon. Late in the production of The Empire Strikes Back, George Lucas told the incredible team at ILM that the movie needed a unique capital ship to serve as the Rebels' rendezvous. In 1979, Nilo Rodis-Jamero, and I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, a concept artist, sketched the first versions of the ship that would eventually become Redemption. ILM's model makers, always up against seemingly impossible deadlines, created the ship in just a few months, making it one of, if not the, last miniature created for Empire. And miniature comes with a grain of salt, as the model was 5 feet long. Redemption isn't just a cool design to stand out during the exciting space battles of the original trilogy. Its very existence adds depth to the Galactic Civil War by putting a spotlight on the Alliance's humanitarian side. They put great importance on protecting this frail-looking frigate that didn't carry guns or ordnance into battle. It was protected by everyone as it was taking care of their wounded friends, family, and allies. Check out this video next for more lore from the original trilogy.